Right, hello everybody and welcome to Matt Fryer Golf. So I'm down at the Belfry Golf Resort this week and we're bringing you another, probably the most luxurious episode ever, of Midweek Matters. So last week was the first episode of this new series that I've started on my channel, and I want to say thank you, a massive thank you. The response you guys put towards the show was amazing. The comments was probably, well, it was definitely the most comments I've ever had on a video within, well, 24 hours up to a week. People are still commenting now. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. And as I've always said, I love the interaction between myself and you guys actually out there watching the content. So a big thank you for watching it and making it, you know, a success really to start off this show. So again, big thank you. So this week, episode 2, we're going to be looking at, again, opinion section, question and answer section, and something good that I found this week that I hope that maybe can help you. So let's get stuck into opinions. So firstly, on opinions, last week we talked about golf lessons, and I want to say a big thank you again for the comments you all left. The resounding message was that everybody wanted to see video when they generally have a lesson, and also launch monitors. They were seen as almost an industry must nowadays. The other stuff, your K-vest, your body track, the, you know, my golf swing, anything sort of biomechanically was seen as almost as like an added bonus or a treat, as it were. Not a necessity, but you know, if you had it, great, it can add more value to the lesson. But the video and the launch monitor was the big thing that you guys really stressed in the comments down below. So thank you for that. It was the right answer, because that's now what I can nag at my boss for. Right, so this week's opinion, with me being down at the Belfry, I'm on a PGA training course at the moment, and we're looking at the, you know, the state of the game, the state of the industry, and one of the things that's cropping up is, you know, membership. What do the public want from membership nowadays? And you hear so many different things and different sort of gimmicks that people are trying to try with their membership nowadays. You know, whether it be a 9-hole membership, which again links into time, which a lot of us don't have nowadays. It's a rarity, isn't it, with the way the world's going. We have to put a lot more time into work, you know, family time comes first, so recreational time is limited. So I think the golf membership market needs to sort of adjust and realign itself to fit in with these things, you know, fit in with the demand. So what is it that you guys look for? You know, the place where I'm at, Stockport, we're very much of an old school membership. We're one of the only clubs I know within sort of a 10 to 15 mile radius, maybe even more, that has a joining fee. A lot of places now, you know, don't have any joining fees, don't have any waiting lists. We're lucky enough, I would say. You know, we still need more members, I would say also, but we have a joining fee in place. And you know, is that something that would deter you as a member or a potential member? Is it that you know, you're looking for somewhere that you want to be able to go and take the family? You know, we're a bit more of a, not an exclusive, but more of an old school sort of club, as it were, and we're trying to progress forwards. And all these ideas, hearing them from, you know, people like you guys who are watching, can only benefit us. Like I said in last week's episode, this is a great platform for you to get your thoughts over to people like myself, who can hopefully have a positive impact on the industry and the market and things like that. So if there is stuff that you want to say, you know, want to be heard, get commenting down below. What is it you're looking for? What type of membership it is? Are you a member of a golf club? Were you a member and then you've left because of, you know, family commitments or monetary commitments or time commitments? There's lots of different things now, I think, that have to be looked at when when clubs go and set out their membership criteria and profile when looking for new members. I mean, today's the 14th of March, and one of the big news is in golf today. Muirfield have voted now to allow ladies, which is, you know, absurd really when you think about it. Why wouldn't they be allowed before? You know, it's 2017. Obviously, when they voted no prior, they've been kicked off the open list, which is, you know, great and fantastic that the RNA have stuck to their guns and said, you know, if you're not letting ladies in, you're off the rota. See you later, guys. It's things like that that's gonna, you know, change how memberships work, and, you know, bringing more people into golf. If we're saying no ladies at a club, you know, how are we going to grow the game of ladies golf? It's not going to happen, is it? It's got to be a sport. You know, there's got to be diversity. Golf ball doesn't know who you are, so why should a membership bar certain people? I don't think it should be. And, you know, people, you might have different opinions on that. That's just my personal opinion. So comment down below, guys. What is it that you look for when you're going to join a club? You know, is it the atmosphere? Is it the course condition? Is it the rulings of that club? Is it, you know, the money of that? You know, the actual price of a club? Would you sacrifice the course itself if the price was too high, but you got a better price at a slightly, you know, not as good course as it were? Would that be something that changes? So, you know, this section's opinions. Let's hear what you've all got to say. Hopefully we can all learn from one another and get some good opinions going forward. Who knows, we might change the market. We could change the way golf memberships works. So comment down below, what is it that you look for when joining? Right, so the first question comes from an Ollie Heath Golf. Ollie's a long time follower of my channel, so hi Ollie. He says, what's a good drill to set the wrists in the correct position? I would say there isn't nowadays there isn't so much there isn't a correct way to swing the golf club. I think if you're looking for, you know, some hinge and leverage is what I look to create in the golf swing, from my personal opinion. You know, I like to see that we're using the wrist because we need leverage to create speed and you know, create some of the angles that we look for in the golf swing. I think I did a video not long ago on this one, you know, looking at setting the club. If you were to just be in your position, in your setup, and then just hinging the club up, working it in a motion like this, so the club, nothing else is doing it, and then swinging, so when you turn you'd see the club in an L-shaped angle there. You'd see that sort of set there. I think you've got guys now teaching to take it away and have no hinge, and then try and gather it on the way down and create that in your downswing. And it could work, you know, it could work for some people. For me, it's not something that I believe in personally. I like to see it happening, you know, in your takeaway, that you've got it set, and then when you're making your swing, you've already got that angle in place just to turn and rotate to the top with it there already. So there's I'll link a video up here somewhere for you to go and have a look at that, Ollie. You've probably watched it already, but that'll help you with the drill actually that's in there to help with your wrist set. So I hope that clears that up for you. A Mr. Mark Hamilton, best advice for shots in the sand, i.e. stance. Should I hit through the ball every time? Cheers, keep the good videos coming. Thanks Mark, appreciate it. This is actually going to tie in with my next question that's been asked as well. Yeah, you know, I would say the most common thing when I give a lesson on a bunker, you know, on bunker play, is people aren't aggressive enough in a bunker. If you think you know you're not hitting the golf ball, if we're talking green type bunkers here, you're generally not hitting that golf ball, are you? You're taking a divot of sand that's going to be in between your club face and the golf ball. There's going to be a cushion there, so the ball's not going to come off at any speed really. You know, if you think that if you were hitting a nice iron shot, you're going to get a lot of ball speed. So with this cushion in place, the ball's going to come off dead pretty much. So you need to have enough club head speed in there and sort of digging it out to actually get the golf ball out. A lot of people I see are always trying to lift the golf ball out, so we see a lot of thins there, or they catch the ground early and then end up bouncing through and thinning it. Generally, I think, you know, the old tip of, you know, picturing a £5 note with your ball in the middle of it and digging down an inch behind the ball and then an inch after, and taking that ball in the middle with that cloud of sand there, is going to be something that you should work towards. I think generally a lot of people don't take enough sand, and they don't have enough speed. You know, the ball isn't going to go, so you swing your sand wedge normally and it goes 90 yards. If you're hitting one from a bunker with a good inch, you know, a massive clump of sand on it, the ball's just going to pop out because it's got that cushion there. It's not going to come out as quick. So I think two things you should aim for, you know, is taking a healthy amount of sand, digging it out really, and maintaining your speed. Certain circumstances will require, you know, a different technique, but, you know, as a generalisation, you know, maintaining a bit of speed there, not quitting on it, and trying to take a healthy amount of sand, not just trying to, you know, help the ball out, get down into it and take that sand, is the two things I generally say for you. I said it would link into my next one. If that doesn't work, Mark, this question here will maybe be the answer for you. Comes from David Slack 1. What are your thoughts on the new Callaway shore out wedges? So if you haven't seen these guys, these are designed, I'll put a picture up now. Hank Haney and the Callaway engineers have designed a wedge. It's possibly gimmicky. A wedge with basically a lot of bounce on it. They come in two options, 58 degrees and 64 degrees. Called the shore out, you're meant to get it out every time with it. Also good out of heavy rough. So the idea of the club, it's got this massive bounce, as you will have seen on that picture there. So as you're going into the bunker, it will allow your club to travel on through the sand and not just get too sharp leading edge, digging in and quitting on it. Basically, it's going to help you go through the sand a lot easier. Yeah, I think they'd work. You know, there's been things around before. I think there was like that momentous wedge. You see like the chippers, the niblets and things that have been created. I think, again, instead of just buying a club and thinking that that's the answer, technique for me is always the answer. I'd rather someone go and spend money on lessons than buying an answer, basically. You know, if you still go and buy that club and still do the same things, yes, it might have slight improvement, your technique's not going to change, and you're never really going to get any better from there, are you? Because, you know, you've just bought a way out and you're doing the same old. So yeah, they could be good. I think, you know, if you really struggle out of a bunker, look at something like that. You want more bounce to generally help you anyway, so the sole of the club will be something that will help you. But I'd definitely say work on your technique instead of just trying to buy the answer there. Yeah, hope that answers for you. Next question, I like this one. Not that I don't like the others. This comes from a Phil Arrowsmith. He says, "Hi Matt, trying to get my son into golf. Great, we need more juniors. What's best, lessons first, then buy clubs, or buy decent clubs, then get lessons?" And then he's added another bit, also, which clubs for a 13-year-old who's 5'3", he's in between junior and adult sizes, are ladies' clubs a good idea? So your first question, lessons or clubs. Now, for me, Phil, personally, I'd advocate going to the lessons. You know, we don't know, I'm going to call your son Little Timmy, whether he likes golf at the moment. So to go out and buy some clubs without him even trying it, I think is a bit of a crazy idea. I know my dad used to go ape at me because I'd say I want to try this sport, he'd go and get me the gear. 2 weeks later, it sat in the cupboard, another sport that I wasn't interested in. So I definitely think, you know, going to a junior lesson, and, you know, we've got them at Stockport and we provide the equipment. They generally do get provided with equipment. So yeah, I think lessons to see if they like it, you know, get them in. Are they having fun? Are they enjoying it? Is it something that they're going to carry on in the future? If it looks like that, maybe 3-4 lessons in, the first course of lessons they've made some friends, yes, then maybe, and you don't have to go and buy a full set, you could learn to play golf with a 7-iron, you look at the likes of Sevi and people like that, he had one 3-iron and became great with that, had to learn ways of playing different shots with that. So I don't think, buying them all the best gear as well. I think just building a setup, getting a 7-iron to start with, okay, yeah, you go okay with that, get them a putter, you need something else to chip with, you get a pitching wedge, right, okay, you need a driver, yeah, you build it up. You don't have to go and get the whole hog, at this moment in time, all they should be doing is enjoying it, going to the group lessons, having fun with the mates, and that is it, just get them out having fun. And they'll have a lot of fun being created with one single club as well. So I think, yeah, lessons before clubs will be my answer, Phil. In terms of your second one, if he's 5'3", 13, junior, ladies clubs, what you don't want to do, and the old thing was you'd buy them, you get a cut down club from one of your old sets or something. They can be too heavy, which can obviously alter how they move the golf club. So I think looking at something that is weighted correctly for him, 5'3" is not too small, to be fair. So a ladies club, if you look at a ladies 7-iron, a lightweight one that he's going to be able to swing, I generally go down that route. If the junior clubs are too big for him, I wouldn't be putting him into a grown up or a grown gent set to start with. Look at something lightweight ladies to start with, because the flex as well is going to be a little bit better for him if he's not swinging it overly quickly to start with, and then you can graduate to your gents clubs and stuff like that. So I hope that answers your question, Phil, and great to see that we're getting more kids into golf. We definitely need more of them, so let's keep on doing that. Last question here comes from a Rob Povey. He says, help, what is the art of consistency? I clearly lack this in my department, lol. Well, the art of consistency is repeatability, surely, isn't it? Doing the same thing over and over again. You provide the same action, it's going to have the same output, which is what consistency is. We strive for it in golf. Just going to have my brew. I think having a technique, you look at Jim Furyk to Adam Scott, very different techniques, but it's the repeatability factor, and it's just repeating the same movement over and over again, and when it goes wrong, knowing why it's gone wrong. A lot of amateurs out there don't know why they hit certain shots, why they hit that hook, why they hit that big slice. So understanding your swing can only help you become more consistent, because when you hit these bad shots, you know that you've done A, and you need to do B to correct it and get you back on the path to where you want to be, basically, to provide more consistency in your game, more repeatability. So yeah, just understanding your swing, understanding your game, and understanding what causes certain things in your game can only help you become more repeatable. Guys, thank you for your questions as always. Do comment down below if there's anything else you want to ask, and I shall do that hopefully in episode 3. Right, so this week's something good is totally non-golf related, should I say, and it's actually another YouTuber who I've started watching a lot of their stuff. His name's Gary Vaynerchuk. He's a marketing man, sort of an inspirational speaker, motivational speaker as it were, but deals in the social media market. And I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and the reason I generally would say the comments from you guys is that my videos are getting better, and loving your content recently would definitely be partially down to sort of watching his videos and learning from them. It's great where he's a very, very successful businessman. Started in a wine shop, built up this wine empire basically, and then moved over to social media marketing and stuff like that. So yeah, he does a lot of audiobooks, and if Rick Shields and Pete Finch and Andy Carter, Rick Shields and Andy Carter, if they watch this, they will absolutely take the mickey out of them, because I was trying to lecture them on it the other day. But he's someone I definitely think, if you look at what he talks about and how hard he works, if you watch his show, hashtag Daily V, it is on his channel, I'll link his channel down below, works so hard, and I'm trying to adopt his work ethic at the moment and see, you know, just keep hustling is one of his things. And I think it's a channel that if you're into sort of different YouTubers, I know it's, like I say, it's non-golf related, go and check him out. I think it's totally awesome. It really gets you motivated. So if you're feeling a little bit, lackluster, or you want something to give you a little bit of fire in your work, or even in your golf, if you apply it to your golf, some of his stuff, you can't not get better. Generally, honestly, he is quality, and I listen to his audiobooks, I watch him on YouTube, I've read one of his other books, and it is good stuff. So go and check it out. I know it's non-golf related, but like I say, it's something great on YouTube, and something that I think can definitely help you guys out there. So see what you think. Go and put your thoughts down in the box. I do read them and I do respond to them. If you've liked the video, give that thumbs up button a big hammer. Go and give it a hammer for me, and also subscribe to the channel. Loads of stuff coming, some great things, and the more you subscribe, I'm getting different offers now rolling in, which is great, so I can do more varied content for you guys, and hopefully do more stuff that you're going to enjoy, and I can't thank you enough for that. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week on Midweek Matters.